All right. One of the things that I've noticed in software sales and sales in general is that organizations are pretty quick to give things like Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot to their sales reps and tell them, hey, you have this now, figure it out. They're not really meant for sales. I mean, yeah, you could use them for sales, but there's a lot of things that you can do to make it a lot more effective. So, what I did over the course of the weekend was I used my Claude API key and I essentially configured it specifically for the sales methodologies that I use. Things like MEDPIC, Sandler, Challenger, etc. Built up a Claude MD, a Sol MD, a bunch of clever prompt engineering, connected it all to a database so that it can save context, and gave it some skills so it can do things like generate letters of understanding, proposals, product fit, etc. So as soon as you log into the platform, you put in your first and last name and what your role is. Your output's going to vary a little bit. It's minute differences, but the output does vary depending on what role you actually have. You put in whatever your company website is, click autofill, and it'll automatically scan the website and populate it with what your company name is, your description, the product and services you offer, and whatever key differentiators that make you different from your competitors. Of course, you can edit all of this and change it how you see fit. Also, worth mentioning, if you want to do the bare minimum and just use this to send emails, you put in promotion details here, click to include it in outreach, and any email that it generates will be sure to include any promotions. Lastly, you have things like, common objections, key competitors, internal abbreviations. So for instance, if I'm saying, hey, I work for SolidWorks reseller, right? So if I say, hey, I need somebody that was looking at SWX, LLM will know, hey, SWX, that means SolidWorks. Lastly, on the bottom, you have communication and tone. You can change output depending on, what sort of communication you like and your sales methodology. Worth mentioning as well, you can change the communication and tone as well as the sales methodology right here from the chat interface. So what's different from regular AI chats is that we organize things by deal here, right? So let's say I'm working General Dynamics. I put in the company website and deal value. And this will save out right here. And just like it analyzed my company website, it will analyze General Dynamics website as well and give context into any conversations that I have with the LLM about this deal. So let's go through the list here. First thing, you have ask anything, right? And just talk to it like a regular LLM. You can have it generate an email if you want. Very basic service level stuff. Everybody knows that you can do this. Next thing, letters of understanding. So let's say I post some meeting notes in here. I click generate LOU. It takes a minute to generate. And then once it does, it will spit out an actual letter of understanding that I can tweak, edit on the fly about critical business issues, what's a fit, what their timeline is, etc. So let's give this a second to run. There we go. And of course, you can edit all of this as you see fit. But in addition to that, you can obviously export it as a CSV. Price book. This part's really cool. I don't actually have a price book uploaded right now, but if you paste your price book in there, you'd be able to ask it at any given time, hey, what is the current price for this? What is the current price for that? Not only that, but you can actually have it generate a spreadsheet with time to value for basically the products that you're comparing against. Let's say somebody wants to look at some term licensing versus perpetual. Say, oh, I want to look at the 3-year price on a perpetual license versus a term license, and it'll generate a spreadsheet for you. We have objection handling here, multi-threading. So you put in whatever the person's name in the company is, what their title is, and notes about that person, and then it'll analyze what would be a good fit for them based on what you do and how to approach them. You can put in proposals in here, so you can suggest products or just put in notes if you want. But you could also just say, hey, I think this is what I'm going to sell them, etc. Generate proposal. This one takes a little bit, and then it'll generate a full written proposal. Do 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 do. Yeah, some of these take a little bit longer than others, but there we go. Executive summary: what the company's business challenges are, what the recommended solution is, why they should choose us, and next steps. Also, you could put in the company's website or just paste in meeting notes, and it'll analyze a product fit, giving you a list of products that are a good fit for them based on what you do, score them, let you know of any red flags, etc. And there we go. Overall fit high, product fits, any discovery gaps, red flags, and what wouldn't be a fit. So I put this together over the course of the weekend. It's an incredibly lightweight tool. I mean, it's literally a pre-configured Claude instance with a GUI on top of it and connected to a database for context. But I think it has incredible value. I think you could get a lot more out of your AI as a salesperson if you adopt something like this.